Good morning, Indie Alliance Facebook group. This is Philip Carter coming with another training video. I'm here in my classroom. I do teach music production in public school system in Virginia. I'm very grateful for that. Today, we're going to just spend a brief moment talking about CD covers, album covers, what to do and what not to do. First of all, let me tell you that presentation is everything. If you ever go for a job interview and you're not dressed correctly for the type of interview that you're going to, that can ruin the interview immediately. And same thing with CD covers. If you have a good album cover, if it looks good, if it represents who you are and what you are, then it can get you in the door, at least for people to want to consider listening to your music. So let me just say this. If you're doing a CD cover, it should represent who you are as an artist. So, if you're a traditional artist, and you do traditional church music with the average age range of, let's say, 50 to 75, and black women or whatever, they're your average target market. Your CD cover shouldn't have you in a leather outfit on. You shouldn't be trying to represent. Your CD cover should represent the type of music that you have. You should have on a church outfit, something that people a Sunday morning, Sunday go to meeting outfit on. Your CD cover should reflect who you are and the type of music that you do. I mean, if you have majority contemporary music, urban contemporary, rap, or whatever, hip hop on your album, you shouldn't. I wouldn't have on church clothes. I would have on something that kind of reflects the culture and how they dress based on that music. That is really, really important. When I was with a major distributor, Integrity company back in the day, I had my first album cover. I really loved it for this album I released called Songs from the Storm. I really, really loved it. It was red hot. They came back to me and said, this is too contemporary for the music that you have on your record. Your music speaks traditional. You have this very contemporary cover. It's not going to work. It's misleading to the consumer. So when they see this, they think they're buying something that's on the brink of being cutting edge, and they're really hearing something that reminds them of how church used to be. And so you want your CD cover to really reflect. The second thing is choose a really good graphic artist that can really tell you the truth, because a graphic artist can a really good graphic artist will make sure and tell you before they get started on your product that your pictures are good enough to have, so that they can have something to work with. They need to be able to tell you and relay to you that what you have given to them is suitable enough for them to even begin their work. So you need to have a good graphic. A good graphic artist will tell you that. I have taken bad pictures before and given to my graphic artist, and she said, listen, I can give you something decent, but it's not going to be as good as it could be because there's something wrong with the quality of your picture. So before you even go to a graphic artist, you want to consider a photographer. Having getting great photographs done, great, find you a good photographer, and get somebody to refer you to somebody that's really, really good. And it's good. And if it costs a little bit more money, that's fine. You'll have great pictures. Always get more pictures than you would ever need for your CD cover, so you can use them for promotional materials and things of that nature. I tend to take pictures every year, every 2 years. I don't have to take them every 3 to 6 months because I get enough to last me for a long, long, long time. So I don't have to keep going back. So if you have to spend $600 to $800 on pictures, do it and get enough to last you for a long time. And then you can take those pictures and send all your pictures, take the top 5 or 6 or whatever, and send them to your graphic artist and let them use their imagination along with your description, to fit what you're trying to portray on your album cover. When you talk to a graphic artist, you make sure you tell them, I am a traditional artist. I am a contemporary artist. And make sure your music reflects that. It's just very, very important that you do that when you're talking to a graphics person. Give them all the information. In fact, you can even give them a copy of your music, let them listen to your CD, and maybe that'll give them a better picture of how they should shape your cover. Your covers, as far as your photographs are concerned, when you take graphic, the praying hands and all this, that is really, really typical stuff. And you want to try to avoid that because so many people have it. It's just not unique. It's even better just to take a nice shot or a couple of shots with just you looking nice. You know, it's something that brings out your features, something that you know that really really accentuates who you are. I've seen some amazing album covers. I've seen some. I worry about what is the actual purpose of this cover. And so these are just things that you want to take control, because if your album cover is questionable, then people are going to question whether they should look at it, buy it, or play it. And so, you know, you just know that it is essential. You would think, or I would think, I've been in the business for 22 years, so sometimes we take for granted that people don't know about the importance of album covers, but it is important. It is very important. Presentation is everything. And so I just want to leave that with you this morning. I'm going to be doing more training videos. I'm also, for those of y'all who are part of the IGAA email list, I email these videos out every other day as well. And I want to encourage all of you all to consider coming to the IGAA conference, www.indiegospelalliance.com. It's a wonderful conference. It is a conference where you will learn the business of music, and there's no fluff, there's no fanfare, there's no extra charges. So, you know, get your album covers together, and I'm gonna continue to work on mine and make sure mine are together as well. Have a great, great day.